It is good. It is good. Words that God said just before evening. Then it was evening, and now, even though it is still dark outside, even though the darkness does not allow me to see clearly what's on the other side of the window, it is still the gift of a brand new day. A brand new day. This is the Reverend Dr. Laverne Corrine Williams Foster Hall Harvey Brown Fontaine Turner Hill Holt McKay Cash. Matthew, the 17th chapter, verses 24 through 27. The temple tax. After Jesus and his disciples arrived in Capernaum, the collectors of the 2 drachma tax came to Peter and asked, "Doesn't your teacher pay the temple tax?" "Yes, he does," he replied. When Peter came into the house, Jesus was the first to speak. "What do you think, Simon?" he asked. "From whom do the kings of the earth collect duty and taxes? From their own sons or from others?" "From others," Peter answered. "Then the sons are exempt," Jesus said. "But so that we may not offend them, go to the lake and throw out your line. Take the first fish you catch, open its mouth, and you will find a 4 drachma coin. Take it and give it to them for my tax and yours." Now, while this text talks about taxes and who has to pay, etc., what leaps out for me is this: one word, one word, and that word is even. 2 words: even though. Even though, which will stay embraced within the palms of my prayers all day long. And as the day grows, it will become lighter than what it is now. So even though there are those who think this way or that way or another way, my thoughts, my thoughts all day long will be centered on what comes from the light of the rock of my salvation. Even though they may think this way or they may think that way, I think on what the rock of my foundation will give to me as the day becomes lighter. This is what is embraced within the palms of my prayers all day long. And while it may not make sense to some, I would encourage you to read the words and listen intently, and Jesus will come quickly and allow you to pull from the text what Jesus wants you to know as the day becomes lighter. This is the Reverend Dr. Laverne Corrine Williams Foster Hall Harvey Brown Fontaine Turner Hill Holt McCain Cash. And even though they think this way and they may think that way and them over yonder will think another way, I know what the tax collector uh, is behind for me in these words. And I will listen to the rock of my salvation, so that just before evening we will hear God say, "It is good," because you will also have listened to what the rock of your salvation is telling you on this day, and telling you and showing you and sharing with you through the words that we have just listened to. So we will hear God say, "It is good," just before evening.